Hi everyone, my name is Emily Lehue. I'm a aesthetics physician assistant in New York City. This video is going to be about a few things that I wish I knew before going into aesthetics. So to start, number one is you're going to be dancing on Instagram. I know it sounds silly, you're thinking I'm a medical provider, what am I doing on Instagram? But it's the reality of the industry. Instagram is a really good tool to provide a showcase to your patients. So provide them with before and afters, provide them with videos that show your personality. If you see a video that's kind of funny, silly, and you want to recreate it yourself, just do it. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is people make fun of you, and who cares? But Instagram is a very useful tool. Patients are going to look you up, they're going to see your Instagram, and if it's informative, if it's fun, if you show that you're down to earth, then they're gonna want to come see you and make a consultation. Number two is there's a lack of standardized training in aesthetics. So we don't learn any aesthetics in PA school. I mean, if you're super lucky, maybe you learned a little bit, but most PA schools do not offer aesthetics training or any shadowing experiences or rotations in aesthetics. So when you graduate PA school, more than likely you have no experience. So finding opportunities anywhere on the internet, in person, shadowing, things like that is going to be super important, and you're going to want to load up on all those opportunities before you start applying for a position. When you apply for your first job, they want to see that you really dedicated a lot of interest into aesthetics and that you're committed and that you already have a little bit of basic knowledge of aesthetics. All right, so number three is that your first job in aesthetics, more than likely, you're not gonna have patients coming into the door. A lot of the jobs where they have big marketing teams and they're busy, they have patients coming in, those jobs are likely saved for people with like years of experience. So like, for example, my first job, I had a few patients from the plastic surgeon, but it was really on me to bring patients in. So create something that the practice doesn't offer. So I started semaglutide therapy for weight loss, and that wasn't something that the physician had already offered into the clinic. So it was something unique, and it was something that only I would provide. Also connecting in your community, so making connections with charities is a really good one, attending networking events, going door to door to local nail salons, hair salons, Pilates, yoga, places where you feel like your patients are going to be going to. Go to those places and hand out flyers. Get to know the people who work at those places, so don't just go there and drop off flyers and leave. Really get connected in your community with the people that work around you and who work at places where your patients are more than likely going to be going to. Number four, in aesthetics, I wish I knew this, but this is probably the most important one, is to make an impression, a unique experience for your patient. So I'm gonna make a special video committed to this because this is so important. But in aesthetics, it's a cash business. So patients aren't going to where their insurance is covered or where is the most convenient. They're going to a aesthetics provider that they feel like is special or that they think is the best. And how do you convey that? So again, the Instagram, making community, getting referrals, you know, friends, recommending friends is very, very useful tool. But once you have that person in the door, this is where your time to shine is. So find out what you bring that is unique. What do you offer that maybe other aesthetics providers aren't offering? Bring in your personality. Make the patient feel like they're important to you, that you value them, and then get to know them. Get to know them on, you know, a personal level to some extent, but also what they want to do with their aesthetics goals. Get to know what they mean by when they say natural. What is natural to them? Your definition of natural might be different than their definition of natural. But yeah, that one's super important. A little bit of what I do is just like the first 5 minutes I sit kind of like at an angle with them and my attention is all towards them. So I have nothing in my hands, I'm not fidgeting, I'm not looking around, I'm sitting there making eye contact, and I start to talk to them. All right, I want them to feel like they're the most important person in the world to me at that moment. But yeah, those are just a few things that I wish I knew before I went into aesthetics. I'm gonna make a lot more videos. This is my first one, but I'm gonna use this YouTube platform as a way to help future aesthetic providers connect with other aesthetic providers and also provide education to patients. Also, I know patients love to see behind the scenes with my industry. A lot of them are kind of interested in like how you get the training and like how this all operates. But yeah, stay tuned for a lot more videos. I'm also going to post about my journey as a physician assistant, how I got into PA school,